Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Please Slay the Spire. Daily challenges. I got another 2-day daily challenge. Anytime I start a daily challenge and you see like less than 20 hours remaining, I have 2. I missed yesterday's. I was seeing a certain multi-trillion-dollar Tomo Buddy. Not a multi-trillion-dollar Tomo Buddy, although that would be sweet. Disney and Marvel extravaganza, but here I am. Playing as the Ironclad. Starting deck is replaced with one of every rare card. Not amazing. Lethality, when you consider the rare cards that the Ironclad has, lethality might be better for us than it is for enemies. Hoarder, I quite like as the Ironclad. We got some high scores here too, which is informing my decision to think this is a good daily, but you know, when you add clashes, they synergize with each other. When you add perfected strikes, they synergize with each other, and so on and so forth. I actually think that Hoarder is not really a negative at all, to be honest. Yeah, I think the starting deck is relatively poor, but we'll see. We have a Bludgeon, which is like a one-hit KO on most early game enemies. You know, we have Fiendfire, which does a lot of damage. We can make it work on the first floor for sure. 1, 2, 3, so we got 1. This is 2, actually. This would be 3. There is no 4. So we gotta hit middle path, and we'll try to get a question mark in the middle as well. Maybe more than one question mark. 2 barricades. Oh, because of Hoarder, our deck is just, like, full right now. Okay. Deal 24 damage to all enemies, add a burn to your discard pile. That seems like a pretty decent option right now. Okay, you're a little annoying right now. No, we don't do that. That was stupid. I don't want to play this many offerings because it is going to lead to us being in a terrible spot. So we got to be a little bit more cautious than that, but that's okay. What do we want to add here? We could really use some blocks. I think adding blocks to the deck, especially when you have barricades, is good. And barricades are something we would probably like to remove as soon as possible. 35 damage. 24 damage. I think we should probably use our potion here. 10 damage for each exhausted card. Yeah, I can't quite kill you. So, choose one of these. I don't love doing it, but I don't hate doing it either. I'll dust you like so. Whirlwind, Hemokinesis, Power Through. Add 2 wounds to your hand, gain 15 block. I do think we need block, but Hemokinesis is a really good amount of damage for 1. I'm completely fine with that. We will, taskbar. We will do an offering real quick. Reaper is only 7 damage to all enemies. I'm so upset. Except, if we double tap Reaper, still doesn't quite work, does it? But I think it might be our best option. Double tap Reaper. Oh, it doesn't even come close, actually. I am a fool. And we definitely are a moron because we should have limit braked first. At which point we definitely would have killed this guy. Alright, we're playing pretty badly right now. Let's get it together. We can do it this way. I just wanted to wipe out the one with more HP, although I don't think we have a single attack in this deck that does less than 2 damage, or sorry, less than 9 damage, I should say. I think we totally like Heavy Blades. Any attack that costs less than 3... and I'm not talking about Ray William Johnson, seems like a pretty good call. I do think we want to get rid of some barricades. Most of the times we draw this, I mean, even if we draw it and it's the only one in our deck, we probably don't want to play it most of the time because it's just too flippin' expensive. We will not hit a shop on this floor, so I will pay 7 HP to remove another barricade and just strengthen the quality of the cards we're likely to come across, I hope. We really want to hit this guy hard right off the bat. I mean, Fiendfire is 40 damage. Immolate is 24. It's 40 damage. I think that's worth playing. We should have played Berserk or something first, because actually this guy's going to hit pretty hard. Yeah, we definitely should have played Berserk first, but I'll tell you what, give me a quick shrug, and I don't really love an impervious here. I think I'm going to hit you. And we can put up blocks next turn and maybe feel a little bit better about it. Except we have no blocks. Or should I say, this is where I'd put my blocks if I had them. So we're going to take a pretty nasty hit here as well, but he's going to die next turn. We're going to be on less HP than I'd like, but we're also playing like trash, so... Not that that should really give me, it shouldn't really make me feel better. Ooh, well, we'll see how we fare after this. This guy might die in like 2 hits, so... I think we should offering, bludgeon, impervious. We don't need to, in fact, we probably shouldn't play brutality because things are going to be a little scary. I would really, oh, we don't have the hemokinesis, see, that's my bad. We should have shrugged to try to draw feed though. Okay, starting to get back in the Slay the Spire groove, I hope, but it's been a little rocky so far. I actually think we would not dislike a second win, even though we passed Evolve up earlier. This is the room I'm most worried about, for sure. Because, these guys are going to do way more damage as a result of the fact that there's, you know, more of them. Do give me a quick Dark Embrace, and we'll go back to 5 energy here. I know this is dicey. 24 damage to all enemies is really nice. And then 13 damage to you. And I'm going to do 7 to each of you. Heal for 14. And these guys are both killable next turn. I think we got pretty much what we would consider to be the ideal draw. We're actually... Oh, we're going to heal a lot off of this, which is hilarious. All of a sudden, we're back in the saddle again. Choose a skill. At the start of each combat, this card will be in your hand. Well, I mean, a limit break is basically like 3 strength for 1 energy. Offering is also potentially amazing, of course, but to get 3 strength for 1 energy at the start of every combat, but offering is free. It's free. Need I say more? We're going to continue adding blocks. The deck has no identity yet, except the identity of playing whatever the best card in your hand happens to be, so we'll throw an offering out there real quick. We drew a limit break, so we'll play that. Honestly, like, start with a shrug. Demon form is not unplayable, but we'll throw Reaper out, we'll feed. I mean, for the damage that we did, that was pretty solid, honestly. We're not taking any damage unless we want to this turn. Heavy Blade is only 32 damage. Second Wind will give us 15 damage. 15 block, I should say. So we're taking no damage, but we also didn't do anything to him. But this turn, he's a lot less annoying. You're very lucky. Wow, this is like the way this guy is meant to be fought. That was so much easier than it normally is when we fight this guy. Maybe because the daily is easy. No, that could not be it. I do like Flame Barrier. I also really like Disarm. Give me a Disarm for now. I think in a vacuum, it's probably a better card. Start here. Oh, dude. None of them are doing damage, so I think you'd Limit Break, Reaper, and, we probably certainly should have thrown out like a... Well... If we're only gonna kill one, why use Hemokinesis, you know? Yeah. Highly true. I think all we need to do is hit this guy for like a little bit next turn. Thankfully, we do have attacks in the deck now. I think we're like off to the races to an extreme degree. I do think we can afford to add 3 entrenches to this deck, and let's start thinking. We want an offering to be upgraded. I think it's a relatively easy choice because it's already lightninged in a bottle. We did click the one that was lightninged in a bottle. We should be hoping, honestly, to get perfects now. 52 damage. I think you're actually dead. Don't do that. Yeah, you are actually dead. And keep adding these heavy blades, which, as strength goes up, are only going to get better and better. Become cursed. It's 3 curses for 175 gold. I would describe that as being not worth it. And, I mean, I will always love you, etc., etc. But let's see. Start with a Dark Embrace. It's kind of a bad draw to begin with, but we'll get the extra draw from Dark Embrace. Certainly, we probably want to play Heavy Blade, and we'll do that right away. And then, I mean, we could do some damage, but I think I'd rather just gain a little extra strength. And we might as well play Brutality, because we're going to heal to full. And I believe that they will probably... One sec. I believe that... Oh, you fool. But also, you genius. I believe that Brutality damage probably doesn't count as ruining a perfect. That'd be pretty unfortunate. Well, we need to draw... We need to draw some kind of block. I will play... I'm just making hand space, basically. I did draw some block. Not enough, though. I think our perfect is now officially dead. Now, this guy's gonna feel the burn. No question about that. We probably... Maybe should have thrown in a Heavy Blade there. This guy's super dead. But the thing that's annoying is not being able to get the perfect. So we have 6 cards that are not Fiend Fire. 6 cards is 96 damage. If we double tap Fiend Fire, I'm pretty sure you're just dead. What's happening? Brutality, Impervious, Barricade. Toss me some more Imperviouses. And I think I definitely am okay going Cursed Key. This daily seems like it's popping. There's nothing wrong with it right now. Well, I mean, Cursed Key is wrong, but if that's wrong, I don't want to be right. So we get 3 elites if we take Center Path. I'm okay with this. We're looking, if possible, for more strength. More strength would be a huge get. You definitely, like, double tap, Heavy Blade. Oh, you jerk. You see our conundrum. I'm trying to figure... Oh, no, we're good. Disregard. Our conundrum is irrelevant. We just get extra HP. Sword Boomerang, I think, is better than Clash here. And you know I'm going for the deck that is, like, as large as possible. My personal opinion is that Sword Boomerang is better than Clash here. And I think even like a double tap Sword Boomerang is a pretty acceptable get here. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but we're kind of crushing this run right now. This one's a little too on the easy side right now. Some flame barriers. Now that we have 4 energy, we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive with our 2 energy cards. And this is like the first time in my entire life I've ever been like, you know what? Hook me up with a barricade, but no such luck. Flame barrier means we take no damage, so you probably start there. Obviously you could Reaper, but it's not a very good deal. I guess you would disarm this guy. Feed. Exhume, I think you're fine with this. Exhume Offering, play it. Get another feed, but we also get a Heavy Blade. It's not quite gonna finish the job, but it got close. He'll be dead next turn. Don't take this as being a negative start. I'm just annoyed that we couldn't make our feeds work. Well, you're dead. I would have liked for it to have gone slightly differently, but sure, this is okay. So, despite running into trouble on our first elite, like, now we have actually no problems whatsoever. Play this, and then you can get to some sick draw, but... we can't play this and then this, right? But then we will still get the draw. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you pretty hard and hope for some offerings, I guess. No offerings. We're gonna take 9 damage. It's just bad draw at that point. Doesn't mean there's nothing you can do about it, but You know, sometimes, no matter what you do to... yeah, that's fine. No matter what you do to insulate yourself from variability, you know, can still happen. I think I can be okay adding 3 Apotheoses to this deck, and or Apotheosi, I should say. And let's add 3 Feel No Pains as well. You know, it's not a, ooh, let's actually go Necronomicon, please. And Caridian is also good, but it's not lost on me that I used to never buy cards from shops, and now that I do, I seem to play a lot better, or have a lot better results at least. So I'm extremely pleased about that. Remember, anytime we gain block, we deal 3 damage to a random enemy. So there might be a good reason to pop these here. I think our best attack, I straight up think, is 34. Our best attack, I straight up think, is Sword Boomerang, so I'm going to pop that in many circumstances. I am going to pop Impervious, and we're taking no damage. And I think I'm going to pop this. Bludgeon does 52 damage, so I'll just knock you out. Which means we didn't need to play Impervious, but so be it. Sometimes you only notice that later. No good, but at least we're not taking any damage here. Limit Break Reaper, please. No Limit Break Reaper. You're still hidden? Like, the thing is, I really don't want to play a Hemokinesis on you, because I want to lose HP unnecessarily if there's no other consequences. So we'll Exhume, Feed, and all of a sudden we look like a mad genius. Well, let's not go crazy. I think we're happy with an Inflame. Again, if we're going to continue to add things to this deck, I think Inflame is not a bad one. And what do we upgrade? Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I was just trying to do my Tom Cruise impression. I don't know, man. Like, we're never going to see these cards in the average combat. You know what? We're probably better off resting. The extra 28 HP, and it pains me to do so because it's kind of like an every rule, no, is made to be broken sort of situation, but we didn't need to upgrade anything there. And I still don't know what you do here, like, I don't know, upgrade one of your heavy blades, and then when you get it, you're going to be stoked. So now we have a lot of curses we wouldn't mind removing from the deck. But we have some time to kill before that becomes highly relevant. We have 9 energy on turn 1. That's a lot. I don't even know what to hit you with. I would like to get enough block. We can do that easily. Let's just put that on right off the bat. And I think I'm going to Exhume Offering real quick and just toss that out there again. And then, sure, let's get silly. I'll even play the Barricade here. And then I think I'll hit you with a Heavy Blade. And then a Feed. And then we'll... Wow, 2 regrets. That's absurd. But we can exhaust them, which is lucky for us. Although, we killed him anyway. And I don't know if it was that lucky for us. I do love a Body Slam, but I don't love a Body Slam for 1. I love it for 0. That's not, that's ethereal, right? Yeah. As long as it's not innate, it's the most important thing. What a strange deck. Okay. So we gain 3 block every time we exhaust a card. $30 damage. So Feed is already paid for itself. So a quick Offering out there. Heavy Blade is definitely a kill. And then Fiendfire is definitely a kill. Bronze Scale seems good, but it would be a lot better if we ever got hit. Whenever a card's exhausted, draw a card. Whenever a card's exhausted, gain some block. Alright, you can probably have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to try to do right now. It involves exhausting some cards, ideally. You know what? In this situation, give me a barricade. We are going to lose like 8 HP. 7. My mistake. Not used to having to count in this game. Alright. Well, if we don't have to pop Offering, we would probably prefer not to pop Offering. And this works for me. We're only rolling 3 block over to our next turn, but... Alright, now we have to pop Offering. What's happening, Peter? Hey, it's kind of the thing where I want to... Okay, let's deal 33 damage to you right off the bat. I'll hit you with a quick pommel. And then 17, it's not going to kill you, obviously. This will, though. Okay, everything went fine. Just looked a little dicey there temporarily. And with 5 HP, I'll tell you what, we'll just go for a quick upgrade. I still don't know what we're going to upgrade most of the time. We really need to put something in our hand to make it a little bit more obvious, but this guy should eat it real bad. Metallicize is okay. I don't normally like the card that much, but right now it works fine. And Juggernaut, whenever you gain block, deal 3 damage. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll put on some powers this turn. I think Demon Form also completely works. Yes, it makes it impossible to play Bludgeon. So what? We've enabled everything. We actually enabled Art of War, which almost never happens. I think it might be like maybe the worst relic in the game. I don't believe... Oh, I can exhaust the curse, so we should save 1 energy to exhaust the curse. I don't know if we need to play any of our other powers. It just seems a little unnecessary. But I love a Sword Boomerang. I love a Sword Boomerang. Don't let anybody ever tell you otherwise. I love a Heavy Blade, followed by an Offering, followed by, you know, 50 draw or something. It's pretty minor, but I think give me a Reaper followed by a Second Wind. And yeah, we lose a lot of cards that might be considered decent, but we also took no damage from our curse, which I think preserves our perfect. I hope. And what do you do here? Well, we want to put up 11 blocks somehow, so one way to do that would be to shrug it off and then weaken him. I wish it didn't have to be like that, but I think Limit Break, and then Sword Boomerang. All of a sudden, we got 28 strength. Alright, we are gaining 3 block due to Metallicize. That's from Enchiridion, so I was unaware that that was going to show up, but I'm happy it did, obviously. Sword Boomerang, just incredible. And then even Twin Strike is, like, insanely good. And I'm like, at this point, let's secure our perfect if possible. And yeah, that works for me. Assuming that counts as a perfect, I'm a happy man. And look at this! What a daily, dude! I don't want to obtain 9 curses. That's my... it's my thinking right now. We'll go for Black Star. I don't think any of these are that amazing right now. You know, the dailies, they have a reputation for being a little too easy, and this one does not dispute that. Well, 3 elites on the center right path, so we'll go this way. Okay, feel no pain. Dude, you gotta deal 24 damage to all enemies. That's just incredible here. Throw an Offering out there. We got 5 energy still. Give me a quick Sword Boomy. We're on a first name basis. What do we have? Gain 3 block. Oh, okay. So we need a little block or to kill you. And I think I will kill you. And then draw. And we did draw. Oh my god. It's beautiful. I love when you draw that clutch feed at the exact moment of relevancy. You are a jerk, but you are not going to do any damage to us. You're going to die to thorns, which is just embarrassing. Not that I haven't been there before. Definitely do not want to gain another regret, which I think would be horrendous. Dark Embrace, then Apotheosis, then another Dark Embrace. Throw an offering out there. I really just want to kill you. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Whirlwind I don't think is that good with only 4 energy. So, like, there's a lot of these. I actually think Singing Bowl is really going up in my power rankings lately. Ooh, this is how you win the game. You get 3 Mind Blasts, and then, this is pretty good, honestly. You get 3 Mind Blasts, and then at an upcoming campfire, which doesn't exist until the boss. Are you kidding me? We're still gonna do it this way, but you just hope to draw the Mind Blast, I guess, right now. But you upgrade them, and then you start doing, especially because of vulnerability, you can do like maybe 400 damage a turn. On turn 1, which is the most important turn to do that much damage. Give me a quick Inflame. That's not worth it at all. I'm gonna bludgeon you real quick. I want you to die, but I would also prefer not to take any damage from these jokers. You're dead. And then you are not so bad. Forgive me, I don't think we need to play Apotheosis. Just seemed like a little not amazing from an energy standpoint. Now, you might say, why not add cards? You have these Mind Blasts. And you're right, but we can't guarantee that the Mind Blasts are going to be innate until, like, we can only make 1 Mind Blast innate, and it's in, like, 15 campfires. So, I hope you'll forgive me, but doesn't seem that relevant right now. Plus, we just killed this guy in 1 turn, so I gotta be doing something right. I want to stay... Oh, there's another campfire just before that one elite. Okay, shrug it off, Berserk, Sword Boomerang. We will definitely lose 1 Berserk. I would not describe it as a positive, but not a huge negative. Play Brutality. Play Offering. My hand is full. Give me a double tap. I don't know if double tap Fiendfire will kill you, so I'm gonna hit you with a bludgeon real quick. Now Fiendfire is just gonna destroy you. Yeah, this daily's a little too easy. Anytime I start to feel like I'm stunning on enemies, like, that's how you know we've gotten a little big for our britches here. So we're gonna upgrade Mind Blast. And it's going to be incredible because enemies also start vulnerable. Wow. Whenever you play skill exhausted. Skills cost 0. Okay, we'll probably absolutely do that then. We're gonna hit you. You are deceased. You are also deceased. Wow, real scary. Oh, you know what? Make one of our other Mind Blasts innate now. And, yeah, keep throwing those Twin Strikes in there. We're gonna steamroll. This is actually, like, it's approaching a comedic element. Like, we can just drag 2 Mind Blasts over the enemy. This guy might be slightly, very, very slightly touchier, but we'll see. You hit him with a double tap Mind Blast. And then a Mind Blast. It is fun. This does bring a smile to my face. I just feel bad for this guy. Like, we didn't even have to do any funny stuff on him. We just dragged the card over him and he died. And we'll throw in a quick, one more Twin Strike. Now, we should run into a slight bit of trouble. There we go. We might take damage on turn 1 against the Dono. But obviously I'm hoping we don't. So we're gonna Drink this. Drink this. We're on pen nib, which is hilarious. So you are dead. And then you are also dead? Wow! That is just too good. And we're not a genius for it. 1542 is a great score, though. It might be the highest score I've ever gotten. Dude, don't shoot the messenger. Mind Blast needs a little nerf. Hello.
Hello.
You would like access to these documents.
Yes.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Looking like a hype beast, Kate. Looking sharp. Hey, we did really well on today's daily. Not quite in the 1700 range, but a 1500 point daily, 150. Dude, I can definitely live with that. Slay is always up there, and look at that. We're up there too. I'm not, you know, if your name's NL Sucks and I beat you, I'm gonna gloat. But Slay, a worthy competitor, always up there all the time, 95% of the time ahead of me. I'm just happy to be in the running here. Anyway, thanks for watching. This was a really fun one. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.